Hi guys, and welcome back to the 1936 bungalow renovation. I have so much to show you today. I'm glad to say there's been loads of people on site, people doing the patio, people doing the driveway, carpenters here, plumbers here. I've been second fixing my electrics. We've had the wardrobes where I am upstairs fitted, which I'll show you first. Skirting going on, architraves going on, internal doors and handles going on. So lots and lots and lots to show you. Probably just under a month away from finishing. The driveway should be done by the next week, patio should be done by next week. There's just lots of slow things like painting and sort of second fix plumbing to go, but making really good progress. And I'll start by showing you upstairs. So things that are different up here, you'll notice is this wardrobe. So this is a sliding glass door. We've got the flooring from downstairs in there, and then eventually this will be low storage at the back there for shoes and things, with a rail across the front for shirts and coats and things like that. It just gives the bedroom up here a really nice space for everything. On the final walkthrough, on the final video, I'll go through where I bought all of these things, because it will take too long now, but I'll just show you for now. But I'm really happy with this space, and as you can see, it's really deep and it doesn't really affect the room up here at all. Just creates this nice walkway into what is the bedroom back here. I've been discussing the Juliet balcony, so that's on its way. We're going to go with a cast iron black Juliet balcony over there. That can't be completed until the rendering is finished. That's another thing that's been going on that I can show you outside. So the rendering started, which is really cool to get rid of that exposed brickwork. We've had a couple of coats of paint up here, but we need to finish it. And then there's just lots of small details. So the skirting, for example, is on. Obviously needs to be filled and painted, but that's on. And what I particularly like is the architraves and the doors. So it just really turns it from seeing those horrible gaps and things to now starting to see the finishing touches. So this is an oak door, and with the white architrave around the outside that again need to be filled and painted, but just really helps to finish it off. That and the stairways going down starts to bring a bit of colour to the bungalow, because we don't just want white walls and white doors and everything. Nothing has really changed in here. The bath's been fitted in the position, I think that was in the last video. These lights I've now put in the niches. My fan over here, second fixed. Oh yeah, sorry, this towel rail has now been put on. So this bathroom up here will be a black and white bathroom. So all the fittings are black. And all the fixtures are white. This is the eventual sink, although this one is actually damaged. Part of the problem here, a little damage here, and a much bigger damage around there. And they sent a replacement, so that's actually here already. And God, I just love these doors. And then coming down the stairs, you can really see detail in the spindles. Have to get newel caps for here, and then there, and a little half one there. But out of all, this room hasn't changed at all, no skirting. I've put a light pendant on and second fixed the lights and begun testing all my electrics. For a bit of a wall that I didn't think would be very nice, I'm actually loving this wall. It sounds ridiculous, but I really like the skirting and the architrave going up there, falling in to this door under there. It just looks really good, I think. And then coming through again, got this nice storage space. Oh, I've got all my Cat 6 cables and data cables and aerials, etc. Out of all the things I love about this bungalow, I can't believe how much I like that. We'll go around this way to the right. Not much has changed in here. Obviously you can see the laminate floor is now in. So we have that everywhere. This is the same flooring I actually have in my flat in London, and actually my brother has it in his whole house. So it's really durable. My brother fitted it about 10 years ago in his, and it stood the test of time. So we went with it again because we know it's really high quality. Not much has changed in the kitchen area or the utility. It's nice and warm in here now, the boiler's on, I'm glad to say. This is basically our tea and tidy up room at the moment. But that flooring's all the way through here. All the way here. All the way down to the front door. And then the rest of the house will be carpet. Coming out the bifolds to the back, show you a really exciting thing, is the patio. Again, I'll tell you where I bought everything in my final video. But this is a 70 square foot patio, and it's going to be fantastic. It almost breaks my heart at how dirty it's got already, but I really like this stone. I think it looks so nice. Ignore all the brown muddy parts. Let's look on this one. This is a bit cleaner. It just looks so smart. It's honestly the nicest patio we've ever put in, and it comes out about 6 meters here. The whole span of the house runs all the way down the side, and then all the way, well, most of the way down here as well. So plenty of space for storing barbecues and having patio furniture and chairs out here, and it's looking really nice. And you can see that the plasterers have begun beading and preparing for the rendering. So all these beads on the corner here, and all down here ready to render. They were supposed to do it 2 days ago, but their machine wouldn't get going, unfortunately. But they prepared all the windows and everything ready to go. But I'll show you the front where they've done the first coat down there, and then down the side you can see what they've done down here. So that was originally from the builders, but you can see they've done a first coat down here. So this was all exposed brickwork last week, and now they've done their first coat before rendering properly. And then you can see that at the very, very front there as well. And there's more of that lovely patio. We actually like that patio so much, we're going to build a wall in the front and have the patio slabs on top as a really nice feature, and use it in the front steps up to the house as well, because we literally think it looks amazing. Coming back into the house where it's much warmer, it's freezing out there. Really want to get the painting going, but there's just no point at the moment because the carpenter's making so much mess with dust and things. There's no point painting and then getting everything all dusty. More doors and architraves, and this is where my carpenter's been working, so not much has changed in this snuggy room. It could also be a bedroom, but I've always called it snug. My fuse board's in. I had to do that the other day because we started testing all the circuits. We can't do the final test till everything's live, but we started to do the tests that we could do. And these days the fuse board has to be a lot higher than the old days, so I had it down there temporarily, but the regulations say it has to be higher now, so I had to bring it up here and bond all my water here. That's my water stopcock, and my gas here, so you have to bond those as well. This pipe will eventually all be boxed in because it looks horrendous, and then obviously we'll have those nice doors on here as well. In the bathroom we've done a little bit more. I've added some more electrics. I've got my lights either side of the mirror. The lights aren't finished yet because the bulb's too big, and this actually has a tiny gap here, so I need to get smaller bulbs. But I really like that these 4 spotlights aren't on, and there's a really nice light just off of those 2, and the lights I put in the niche over here, which is still to be grouted. But I think it's a really nice soft light if you were having a bath over here, rather than having 4 bright spotlights on, and you can save the spotlights for other things. Shower screens still need to go on. That'll be the last job though, so I don't have to clean them again and again. Some radiators are on. And then this is the junk room where nothing has happened at the moment. What I call the office, or the single bedroom at the front. I'll show you a glimpse into the driveway from each angle. You can see them working on it now. There's the digger going. So as you can see, we've got type 1 down there now. So we had to dig up all the old slabs, get rid of all those with 2 massive grabber lorries, and then put all this type 1, level it all out, put all this type 1 down. On Monday we'll be putting down sand, and then the driveway will be ready to go. And I'll show you from the other window, as there's less rubbish near there, what we're actually doing. I didn't want to just make this a big horrible basically car park, because I just hate driveways like that, and actually the regulations say because of water runoff you shouldn't do that anyway. So over in this bit will be a flower bed going over there, and I'm also going to do a flower bed either side of the front door here. I think it will just make the driveway look really nice, and then we're just going to use light grey tiles, like the small brick shaped ones. And then what we're going to do with these steps is use that patio tile from the back over those, as well as build a wall all the way, but halfway of this side, and replacing this terrible fence here and running that down the side.
Thought it was easier showing you from actually in front of the house. So you can see all the type 1 is down. That's the digger that's been working for 3 days to get to this stage, leveling it off, taking off the old slabs and putting down this type 1. At the front here is where the wall's going to be, and then running all the way up near that old rickety fence as well. And that will be topped off with the patio tiles from the back. And that hole there is a 30cm hole, which will be poured with concrete for the foundations on the wall. Then there'll be a flower bed at the front near the wall, at the front of the drive, and then either side of that front door right there, to make it a little less like a car park and make it a lot more attractive.
Hopefully that wasn't too much information, but basically I'll be running a new wall down the side, halfway down the front, and then putting that patio slab on top. I think it just will look really nice. The patio slabs will also be on those steps at the front, and then just normal driveway bricks, or whatever you want to call them, across the rest of the drive with those flower beds. And I'm really happy I'm having flower beds, because I just shivered when I thought of just completely getting rid of everything and not having any, you know, nice bits, and just making it a big car park essentially. Nothing has really changed in here. Another storage room. Can't wait to have these storage rooms gone and be actual rooms. And again, just more lights in here. So I've gone for softer options again. So 2 lights either side of the mirror, 1 in the niche. So you don't always have to have the 4 bright lights on. So you probably have those on if you were having a shower or whatever. But if you're coming in the night as it's an ensuite, it's nice to just put these lights on. And the whole idea in here is to have a bit of a clash. So we're having chrome in here and chrome here, and then creating this area here where we have the brushed gold in the lights in the mirror, and then we're eventually going to have a green to match this at some point. Got to say, in the main bathroom as well, I want to paint these walls a dark grey, because there's so much nice grey in here in the floor and this freestanding bath, and I think it would be really nicely tied in if just wall here and across here was painted grey. I think it'll look really nice. Other than that, it's mostly white walls everywhere, other than a feature wall on the left hand side over here. So I hope you enjoyed the walk around. I have some time lapses of the patio being prepared and leveled out, and then the slabs going down. In the coming weeks, when the driveway is being laid next week and the brick walls built and the flower beds put in, as well as the garden and the grass going in and the rendering. I really want to get the rendering, because I think it's going to be super cool to see. They've got this awesome machine where they spray it and then go over it. I'm going to get time lapses of all of that. So in that final video I make, hopefully in a month's time when everything's finished, you'll see some really cool stuff, and not just the before and after, but the actual work in progress too. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thanks for all of your lovely comments and subscribing. Everyone added me on Instagram. It's 1936 Bungalow Renovation. I'm doing many more posts there because it's just simpler than obviously spending the time after work doing a video. Have a nice weekend, everyone, and hopefully see you in a couple of weeks where we've made some more progress. Have a nice weekend.